Well, good afternoon. We have returned yet again. This is going to be a little bit of a short one today. We're going to see Luciano Pavarotti from his video he did on the Italian tenor sing Non t'amo più by Paolo Tosti. I think this is an exemplary example, This is exemplary of how he navigates the passaggio, in particular the upper middle, and his choice to cover versus to sing open certain notes and phrases versus others. And we're going to talk a little bit about how you can juxtapose this to, like, say, other singers that choose to make different choices, like Di Stefano, etc. But in particular, this is going to be about Luciano and his mastery of his voice and what he did in particular in the upper middle and the passaggio. So without further ado, non t'amo più. Take it away, Luciano.
Ricordi ancora il dì che ci incontrammo, le tue promesse le ricordi ancora. Folle d'amor io ti seguì, ci amammo, e accanto a te sognai folle d'amor. Sognai felice di carezze e baci, una catena dileguente in cielo, ma le parole tue furon mendaci, perché l'anima tua fatta è di gel. Te ne ricordi ancora? Te ne ricordi ancora? Ora la mia fede, il desiderio immenso, il mio sogno d'amore, non sei più tu, i tuoi baci non cerco, a te non penso, sogno un altro ideale, non t'amo più, non t'amo più.
Okay, I want to make a couple quick comments and then and give a little demonstration here. So, right from the jump, he's already choosing to modify certain vowels versus others. So if you go back and listen to the beginning of this, it's ricordi ancora, ancora il ricordi contra, cora. It's closed, open, and then you'll hear it later in the o la mia fede il desiderio immenso, il mio sogno d'amor, non sei più tu, i tuoi baci non cerco, a te non penso. Versus when we listen to Di Stefano sing this exact same piece, right? Roughly at the same age, Di Stefano was I tuoi baci non cerco, a te non penso, versus Luciano, a te non penso. It's just a different way of singing in the passaggio and the upper middle in particular. I personally prefer Luciano's way. He protected his upper middle. I mean, he was extremely protective of his upper middle, which allowed him to have that brilliant and beautiful top for the rest of his career, and be more consistent, in my opinion. But it's definitely a choice he's making. He could certainly, I mean, in the very first phrase, he sings the very first cor, the O vowel closed, and then the A vowel is immediately open. I mean, that's very interesting to hear it, like literally in the first phrase. So he could do it either way. He chose to sing more covered more often than not, which obviously led to his longevity, and also interestingly made his voice sound, in my opinion, a little bigger than it was. Now, he wasn't covering just for the sake of covering. He did that because he religiously believed in covering the upper middle. He really did. But his voice ended up sounding a little bit more robust and a little bit more fuller, by virtue of covering in the upper middle and into the passaggio, due to the fact that he wasn't losing the color in the voice. Like when you sing open, like ah, 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 the voice begins to bleed color. It begins to sound a little whitish, right? You'll hear that from different singers that say the voice sounds a little blatty, it sounds a little white. That's what we're talking about. And he was never going to lose that color in his sound. It was sacrosanct to him. So, all right, let's listen to the rest of the piece now. I just wanted to make that comment real quick, and we'll listen to the rest of this because it's glorious. All right, here we go.
Nei cari giorni che passammo insieme, io cosparsi di fiori il tuo sentiero. Tu fosti del mio cuore l'unica speme, tu della mente l'unico pensiero. Tu m'hai visto pregare, impallidire, piangere, tu m'hai visto innanzi a te, io sol per appagare un tuo desire, avrei dato il mio sangue e la mia
Yeah, and he kept the kernel of the sound there all the way through, even though he's singing that last note pianissimo. You know, non t'amo più, non t'amo più. It's a heady, but it's still a full sound. It's not più. It's not a falsetto. Non t'amo più. And you let it stay in the head and just kind of vibrate from there. A te non penso, sogno una torre reale, sogno una torre reale. That's open, right? Penso, he just sang in the previous phrase, though, is always covered because he covers the O vowel. So it's just very interesting to listen to these singers make these choices. I mean, he's a master. He had ultimate command over his instrument, knew exactly what he was doing. So obviously that's where this is coming from. It's a choice. but it's the right choice, especially for his voice. It's just so gloriously beautiful. All right, a short one today, but I just wanted to get this out there and do some individual songs. I think I'm going to do that a little bit for singers that maybe I've already profiled, and then we'll have the fuller, longer videos where we go back and look at the artistry of different singers as we discover new ones and move through the pantheon of the great singers. So that's it for today. I hope everyone's doing well, and good luck. God bless. Hope everybody's doing great. Texas Tenor is out.